myself, referring to you. Particularly as you wake up in your morning, and particularly as you go to sleep at night. Ask for protection in your journey. Prayers work, yeah. Begging really works. Praying and begging. You will find out the talk. T-O-R-Q-E. That's there within you for the opening of consciousness. The condition of humanity is called basically stubborn souls. That's what it's called in other places. And you can look at yourselves and you can understand why. Because you've done it, you're in it, you're in the expression of it. Allow the crown chakra to open. Just tell it to open. You don't have to figure out how to do it. Say open. Allow the throat chakra to open. This allows gases to escape. Words that are there but shouldn't be said, they just will go. And then the heart chakra begins to breathe with peace and comfort. Mankind basically has been given the mental ability so it can be thankful. But is, however, it's used that in another direction. Now there's a clue there. Now these are words, but they have to be applied. Or at least the space between the words and the information energy of it needs to be understood. Because it's been said, so you cannot say you didn't hear it. Whether you know how the application works, that's another story. But you have to begin to use it to see. Allow your index finger, point up, bring it to your solar plexus here. Push it. Connect with yourself. You should feel an energy go up to the crown chakra. It might look like an elephant's trunk. That's Ganesh. It teaches wisdom. That's who you're feeling now, above your crown. Those are they who work with us. They work with you. They work with Shiva. There's also Dharma. Use of knowledge. Health to the body, mind, and spirit. Peace to all beings. Clearing of the confusion of errors. Too often you get caught looking at your errors and you can't get out of it. You keep finding them back in the hole again. Don't look. Peace to all beings. Help the body, mind, and spirit. Health to friends and relatives. Peace to all beings, to friends and relatives. Health, body, mind, and spirit, friends and relatives. Peace, protection, and joy. Breath in faithfulness brings understanding. Breath in faithfulness to yourself and the divine brings understanding. Breath inside you with faith brings understanding.
May I ask a question?
Yes?
I understand that healers oftentimes have to ask permission, and I'd like to know who they ask. I'd like to know the permission, which spirit or whom.
God. Illness is the design to correct you.
Uh-huh.
A healer can heal, yes, but he also has to look at the contracts and obligations on the other side of the illness, whether there's allowed to be healed. There's, laws. We'll call them, you're familiar mathematically, the binary laws, zeros and one laws. Binary laws. On the jurisdiction of spiritual forces that maintain those binary laws. Yeah. And you agree to these conditions when you go through this process. You've heard of the river Styx?
Yes.
The river you drink from before you're born here, come through.
Forget.
It's a river of forgetfulness. Well, some don't drink and come across the river saying, I remember, I remember, I remember. And in that memory, you understand the authority that's on the other side, permission to heal. You should ask permission to go into another city, actually, or another place as you drive. As you drive your car through different portions of country, you should ask permission. There are spiritual forces there. You know, and you've got spiritual forces with you too, so you should integrate them. Basically, be polite. Just a thought, actually. But all of the healers always ask permission. They also have, because you, number one, you have to see what causing this thing. What is it? What is the root? Oh, in some of them you got to go way back. And you're waking up human beings that are slumbering right there. And hey, you find out the cause, the conditions for permission and all that.
Now I'd like to ask another question. My spirit to your spirit, are we part of each other? I am directing a spiritual being who speaks with us through the medium of Arthur. I am asking if I am part of you, if our spirit is
Yeah.
part of yours,
Yeah. I have 5 fingers, you have 5 fingers. You got some on this hand too? With a couple arms? Pretty similar. Same thing there, out there. Same thing. What you don't know, you move as troop consciousness. Particularly when it goes into healing. As you get into this process now that you humans are going through, it's going to become a paranoia with health. Outside cure the inside? No. Outside cure the inside with food, yes, proper foods. Inside cure the outside's brain stems. Spine stuff. What are you doing? And you got to understand there's another being putting that influence on you. Because that's not the normal you in the state of grace. You're basically fearless. Pretty much. Because you haven't done anything wrong in your world, your woods.
well, I'd like to mention that in our universe, a human universe, there are physical laws and there are metaphysical laws, many laws. And I see these as the law that comes with matter, with flesh, with planets and air and dirt and water. I see these laws as part of the phenomenon of matter, of flesh. It's quite mysterious to me. I also see that there is a law of relationships. That I come into this world as having a relationship game that I do not have all the knowledge of, but only hunches. I just wanted to say that. I don't know how to understand more of it. But now I'd like to ask a personal question. I'd like to ask, number one, my body heats. I become very hot. Oftentimes during the day, my whole body heats up and I am aware of it. And then it will go away and then it will come back. I feel that this is part of my process of getting into my divinity. Is that correct?
Everybody's going through this heat and cold thing. Some days are big in the heat, some days are big in the cold. You're getting introduced to a force other than yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Communicate with it.
Say hello, who are you, and thank
Tell it to slow
you.
down right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't think so much. I'm referring to
Okay.
you. You. Don't think so much. You've got another being working with you. You've got actually 3. And they're coming in and out, and you're the body, you're the one that said you'd hold the body for these forces, everyone in the room this applies to, for these forces to come in you. And now you're getting used to the heat part of it. Just localize, know what side of the body picks up the heat first. And then understand peace to all beings and drink plenty of water. Right? Your bodies, ladies and gentlemen, are literally, physically changing. They're changing physically. You're going through a process, what is being called shape-shifting. You're not good at it yet. You're learning it. The body temperature changes when your body form changes. And when you're getting hot, you're getting an additional life force coming through for functions only unknown unto you. You have to pay attention. But you are being worked on by spiritual forces. And now it's up to you to communicate with them. Pretty soon all the mediums are going to be medium something else. They're not going to be able to explain this. Everyone's going to understand they're all mediums. You're talking to somebody something. Or something. And then you're going to find the sensation of aloneness. And then you're going to find this sensation of being somewhere. And then you're going to find the sensation of needing to find, at least there's got to be shelter. How do you get your shelter? Oh, I bought it. So you're going to be taken back to the beginnings of things. So you can appreciate what you've got now. That's what you're going through. You're having relapses of inappropriate behavior and all of that sort of thing. You're cleaning yourselves up. You know there's more. Huh? Well, it's up to you. You've got to do it. You're just open to receive what you were here for. Only your guides know that. No one can really tell you.
Now I request if you would graciously give us a tool to open the third eye.
Take your right index finger, put it right there. Right on the third eye. Say peace to all beings. Let your skull feel it, peace to all beings. And then the third eye will open because it's not afraid of seeing anything. The reason it doesn't open, you beings are so fearful you see it, you freak out. You would. There's a feather there. It spins. Open gently. You work. Sometimes you're going to go so fast you're going to fly your airplane right into a mountain. Don't. Don't. You're literally getting a new body. It's going to have different abilities and different function. It'll function differently a little bit. You almost will begin to feel like you're robotic. You move in that kind of cubic function, cubic way. So it's a matter of you just to integrate it, know what your aura is for, take baths, take showers, drink plenty of water, pray continually, morning and night. Morning and night. Pray for your spiritual guides to come and support you and teach you things that you need to know. Watch the birds. Pay attention to the animals. They pick up all of this energy first. They know what's going to happen. You're getting ready for a major shake in consciousness. Even your scientists now are expecting a very large quake in California. If it does, you're going to feel it here. And you won't have roads. You've already seen that vision. So right now, you pray for peace, protection, and joy for you, your family, your friends, and your community. Because there are many communities that are having very great difficulties. Can't go out at night without afraid of getting shot. No need to bring that here. Peace, protection, and joy. Mercy for those that don't know. Because you're going to find out that you're part of the class of instructors that are supposed to be teaching this stuff. You just forgot it. Or didn't do it. But you're going to. Because you're going to find out who's really running the show. And they'll be talking to you. If you pay attention, you'll understand more of yourself than you ever thought you could. Peace to all beings. One of the most confusing things within the question of we're all connected thing, part of the same spiritual force, is the process of understanding what you are to do yourself. A lot want beings to tell them, but you need to understand it's yourself that needs to understand its privilege to have a self to do something, whatever it is, because it did it. And that's what you're going through. You're discovering your own uniqueness. We're all part of the same thing. Yes. The spiritual forces flow through both of us at the same time. Flows through everybody at the same time. God teaches through everyone. And the one in the body is the one that's learning. He has a way of making himself known in time and space. From subtle movement to lightning bolts. That's who you're communicating with. That range of consciousness. The owner of the lightning bolts. And he's here inside you. Right there. Hidden. He hears all the chatter. I'm using that pronoun. Blah, 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 blah. You don't want to hear that. He already knows it. Wants to see what you do with it. Because what you're beginning to really understand is you're immortal. And you're going to have to do something.
It's rather mysterious to me that those of us in this room have a body and there are spirits, probably part of your spiritual world, that don't have bodies. Some have bodies and some don't. It's rather mysterious to me.
Clothes on, clothes off, is that mysterious? Bodies are suits.
Some of us have a suit, and some spirits don't have a suit.
Yes. Yes.
I'd like to hear that we get an A+ for having the suit.
Oh, yes, we do.
Depends on what you do with the suit. Once you know it's your suit, you should take care of it.
Just get a suit.
Okay. Anything else? Right. Name in your bones. And the first time you can remember your mother saying your name as a little one, you're going to understand the youth in your bones, because the bones resonated to that. It's a tone like a tuning fork. Go there. You find the innocence of yourself. We are through.